Hyper disinflation. I'm not sure why there are still people spreading the hyperinflation propaganda. I'm sure it makes lovely clickbait for views. That must be the only reason, because any economist worth their weight knows that hyperinflation has no legitimacy unless we become a third world country overnight. The dollar is the reserve currency. The Federal Reserve is only adding digits to a screen, not printing trillions of paper currency and handing them out by the truckload. Japan has been doing all the digital quick fixes to their economy for 30 or so years without even a hint of inflation. And interest rates are still rocking the bottom. So since we're following the near exact same path and we have reserve status, how in the world are we going to get hyperinflation? The only thing inflationary about our economy is our wages haven't kept up with our expenses since the 60s, even with paying for cheaper goods made abroad. We have overregulated our goods and services well beyond our earnings. Hence, the heightened costs of steel, lumber, and other materials and natural resources. We have quietly slipped into the intoxicated debt coma where we charge and loan every want that our income can no longer cover. Which is sick and ironic that our government does it while handing us the bill for their carefree spending and for all the high-priced regulation, taxes, insurance, and energy costs that force our businesses overseas. If we want to hand anyone our bills, we have to die or declare bankruptcy. So our government teaches us to outspend our wages as they outspend our taxes, yet we're on the hook for all of it. Sounds like a bad divorce scenario. Well, anyway, the only way we will get hyperinflation is if we lose the reserve status and or have a complete economic collapse. But I would think that our brilliant leaders would jump into a global accord and or currency reset with the world or at least our allies before a complete meltdown ensued. Only because they wouldn't allow all their riches to be plundered with the rest of us. Nor would they willingly relinquish their powers. Please do not forget our leaders do not do what they do for your benefit, only their own and for their successors. Their children whom will inherit their thrones. Notice no mention of growing up and getting elected. The reset will undoubtedly include certain feudalistic perks. Anyway, another story for another day. As explained in videos of past, our economy is upside down and back-assward, with its timer quickly running out. I'm sure they'll let things get perilous in order to force our submission into whatever solutions they deem viable for the continued fleecing of we the sheeple. Every action they take from here forward is for their purpose, and you're just a side effect needed to pay their bills and give them power. Welcome to their new order. Resistance is futile, but it will keep their future retraining facilities in working order. They can't have you running around spewing truth and freedom, especially in their new two-tier utopian society consisting of a few kings and queens ruling over the many pawns. Make no mistake, the world has a stake in the plan as a whole. Our pretend enemies abroad are salivating as they wait for more dominance and privilege over our country, its people, and its resources, and as many other countries they can reside over. It will be a sick, twisted global community of communism, sold to the people by way of necessity, progressivism, and fear, and that will be the dominant trait, along with social acceptance. They'll sell you on utopia and yet deliver up dystopia. If you're not preparing yet, please put your plans in hyperdrive. Strive for independence among the dependents. Be ready, mind, body, and soul. Thanks for watching.